Well, hello there. I'm back to talk capsule wardrobe with you. I took a trip recently to Charleston, South Carolina. I was helping two other women run an amazing conference for a specialty group of artisans, and we had an amazing time. There was a hurricane involved that was then downgraded to a tropical storm, and I did drive there. So this is very unlike any capsule wardrobe I've ever done, but there's some reasons behind that. One, I was going to be working 12 to 14-hour days, and I knew that I wouldn't have time to do sink laundry. Number two, there was a hurricane. And I knew that there was going to be a ton of rain involved. And again, thinking about my schedule and the day that I was going to have to work, I knew that I wasn't going to be able to maintain my wardrobe the way I am in other conditions. And as it turned out, I did do sink laundry for socks and underwear, and after 3 days, they still weren't completely dry. So if that gives you any idea, the humidity levels were just off the chart. Even the plank vinyl flooring in the room was actually almost sticky just from the condensation. So I'm sure that Charleston does have a higher level of humidity just because of its location. It's right at sea level. So there are a lot of things I had to take into consideration for this trip. And being a volunteer worker for this event and running the event, I didn't really have any other choice than to take more items than I normally do. So let's take a look at all of the pieces that I have. I actually have 21 pieces. 2 of the pieces are at the dry cleaner, so I will include pictures of those items in the video, but I am missing my cocktail dress that I wore for our last evening event, and I'm also missing a jacket that I wore on the very first day, opening day. Other than that, everything else is here. And the jeans that I'm wearing were jeans that I took with me, as well as this pair of just black, plain black slides. And I did end up damaging a pair of sandals in the rain. I didn't really have a choice. We were trying to get water out of the building and carrying things in and out, and I was at one point standing in 2 to 3 inches worth of water, schlepping things from my car. So over time, my foot basically rubbed the lining out of the shoes, and they were just a mess. They were waterlogged and a mess. And a nice pair of leather sandals are not made for floodwater conditions. So unfortunately, I lost that pair of shoes, but I did have this pair of wedges with me, and they ended up working out fine along with my flats. So let's talk about bottoms. I did have 4 bottoms. So I had a pair of cropped dark denim capris that I wore with the orange kimono. So the orange and navy kimono, I wore this pair of jeans with that, along with one of the navy tank tops. So that went with the orange and navy kimono. The kimono is Chico's, by the way. And the other thing I had was a pair of white denim jeans. I only wore these one day, and they were drenched. This was actually one of the days that I was wearing the black sandals, and I was completely drenched all day long, and none of my clothes ended up drying. This was my outfit for that day. So this was the complete outfit, and the over jacket was something that I took with me as a raincoat. It's a Chico's jacket, and it's coated, and you'll probably be able to hear as I take this off of the hanger. It's kind of coated, only it wasn't coated enough, not in that kind of downpour rain. So unfortunately, that was drenched. And my linen top Now this was just laundered and drip dried, and normally I would probably just steam this a little bit, but I don't usually iron linen because I prefer the natural look of linen. So that was another outfit. And then my very first day on site, I did wear this kind of glittery tank top with these black kind of cigarette pant style. So I wore these together and the other jacket, and I'll drop a picture of that into this video. And another day, I did rewear those black cigarette pants, and I did wear this little top with that. And I wore my denim jacket as kind of an over topper. This was my travel outfit on the way there. And these, it looks like a skirt. It's actually skort. And it's because we were setting everything up for the conference, and I knew that we were going to be kind of working. I didn't want to really wear like short shorts, but I also knew I would be very hot in pants. So I felt like this was kind of a safe bet with a black t-shirt. Now, additionally, I should also mention that this is a reversible kimono. This is a Chico's kimono. I have many of these. And I do like it both directions, I guess, if you will, but I kind of feel like that the lighter color to me almost looks like pajamas or a robe. So if I'm wearing this as a kimono on the outside, I typically wear the dark, more bolder print out. And then if I'm using it as this as a robe or even a bathing suit cover up, I'll wear it with the smaller print to the outside. This was a sleeper item. I had no idea that this was such a great piece. This is actually a thrifted dress. It's an off-the-shoulder dress. It has a built-in bra, and it's made from t-shirt material. But amazingly, when I wore this one evening, it's actually the day that I wore the white denim jeans and the linen top. When I came back to my room, I was still just damp from being wet all day in my clothing. So I put this on and went downstairs to the lobby and didn't even have my hair and makeup done, but apparently it was fabulous. And I did take pictures, so you'll see that here in the video as well. But this turned out to be a great, just little black dress to bring with me. And then the last, last item. So I did have my dark denim jacket along with the denim jacket. And then I also had this black dress. And this is a button down, completely button down dress. It is a really travel friendly material. And the nice thing about taking this type of a dress with you as part of a capsule wardrobe is that it too could almost be worn as a kimono or a duster, because you could unbutton it and wear it with a pair of slacks and a top. So I love that option and think that is such a really great look. Now, in terms of accessories, I did have my Chico scarf that you all have seen many times. I adore this scarf. It's just so beautiful to me. I love the pattern. I just love the fabric, and I did wear this quite a bit because it matched so many things in the travel capsule that I took. I also used this black obi style belt, also from Chico's. This is reversible. It is real leather. So it's brown on one side, black on the other. And it's a really neat, really neat style to wear. I'm not gonna do the whole deal, but I did wear this with the button-up dress. And it's a really great look. I need a mirror to do this, but you kind of get the idea. But anyway, so um, it's a nice, really neat belt. It's unique looking, and I like it because it always makes me feel very skinny, which is not a feeling that I've ever really experienced in my life. But anyway, almost like wearing a corset or something. Maybe that's the feeling. Now, I did bring this gold belt chain with me, but I did not wear it because we did not have one of our events. So this was kind of one of those things that I brought and didn't use. I also have a couple of other scarves in here. Now, let me look here. I used this one to tie on my bag one day. And then I wore this one as well, but I didn't really have as much opportunity because we didn't really leave the hotel or the college. So during this tropical storm and hurricane, we were literally going between those two buildings, and they're within, a mile or so of each other. And so we really didn't go out a whole lot. So unfortunately, I didn't get to use a lot of my scarves, but as you can see from this compression bag, it doesn't take up that much room in your bag, and I wasn't disappointed that I didn't get to use the scarves. I was just happy that I had enough clothing for the week, because so 8 days, essentially I would need 8 outfits plus any outfit changes maybe in the evening. So, potentially just the bare minimum, I would need 16, 17, 18 items of clothing. So at 21, I don't feel like I did a terrible job. I came home with pretty much everything had to be laundered or sent to the dry cleaner. So yeah, that's it. Thanks so much for being here. If you don't mind, please, please, please click that subscribe button if you haven't already. I'm really trying to reach 1,000 subscribers. Also, any of your comments, it just makes me so happy to hear your experiences. Please feel free to chime in, mention anything that you think would be helpful, and share with others your experiences, because what I'm trying to really do is create community here. So I'm just loving the comments that I get and the support that you all have given me. Thanks so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay tuned. There's a whole lot more.